So you've had the idea for an app or a website, a tool that would save you time, impress your boss, or just something that would make your life easier. But each time you try and build it, the same kind of obstacles get in the way. You have to have budget approvals, have lengthy briefs with maybe somewhat skeptical software developers. There's endless justifications, tech jargon, and a whole load of unknowns around timelines and just kind of what you're getting into. The idea, consequently, that you've had stays in your mind, it stays in the shelf, and frustratingly never sees the light of day. But what if it didn't have to be like that? What if you could go from idea to working app in a single afternoon? No devs, no pitch decks, and no waiting on other people to buy into your idea as well. That is vibe coding, and that is what we do in this community. So what is vibe coding? Well, it's a practical blend of AI-powered tools, no-code platforms, and a mindset that says, if it matters to me, I can build it myself. No computer science degree, no $1 million investment, no million user potential market to justify the need. Just the freedom to create a tool that works for you today. Whether you're sketching a personal tracker, a quick prototype for your boss, or a first version of a larger vision, vibe coding gives you everything you need to get it done really, really quickly. Hi, I'm Samir. I'm actually a race engineer. I'm not a software developer. I've been designing road and racing cars for the last 20 years, helping people go quicker in a circle. I've also worked in Olympic sports for over a decade, helping them with their performance. All the while we've been using data and technology to try and improve the performance. But again, my remit is on the outcome, not on the software. And it's been exceptionally frustrating at times for myself when I've had an idea for an app or a particular dashboard or something that we could do, and I've not been able to turn that into reality because of my own limited software ability. But now I've been using AI for the last couple of years, and I've been, I guess, vibe coding with it for the last 6 to 9 months, I guess since the middle of 24. And it's been absolutely transformational for my work and for my business in terms of being able to finally realize some of the ideas that have been stuck on my shelf in my head, and get those out and get those produced. I'm learning in public. I'm sharing what works and what doesn't work, largely so that you don't have to start from scratch. But with this community, it's very much around all of us learning together. So think of it as I'm really the facilitator of the conversation, someone who's using this stuff every day, but really I'm still learning too, very much so. And I just happen to be maybe a couple of laps ahead of you, but basically as soon as you get into this too, you'll be learning, and the idea is to pool our knowledge so that we all learn together. The tools and techniques that we'll share are kind of what's working today, but I'm sure in a few months' time they will be superseded by even better ways of getting more power and more outcome and more reliable results from this technology. They say that AI isn't going to replace your job, but you'll be replaced by someone who can use AI better than you. And the purpose really of this group is to make sure you're on the right side of that equation as it constantly evolves. So why join? Why join the community? Well, trying this on your own is hard, believe me. When you get stuck, it really is the most frustrating thing in the world, because you're sort of halfway in, you're sort of vested into this project, and now it's broken and you don't know what to do. You can get 70% of the way there on pretty much any project within the first prompt, and it's an amazing feeling. But 70% isn't normally good enough. And whilst the AI output kind of looks good to start with, you kind of, I just need it to change to do this one, X, Y, and Z. And that is really where the skill and the techniques and the tools and the process and pathway that I've been learning and others will be learning as well, is how you go from that 70% to something that is good enough, is the key part of the vibe coding process. If you don't get that right, the motivational dip, you may lose all faith in what these tools can do, and it may not be that far away. So with a little bit of help from someone in our community, I'm sure you can go from stuck to unstuck really, really quite quickly. So who's this for? Surprisingly, perhaps creatives and professionals with ideas but with no dev team. So you can be extremely creative around the kinds of things that you can build, because you don't have to build a business case for it. You don't have to justify, oh well, I need 100,000 people. Where's the evidence to say that this is an app that anyone's going to use? Doesn't mean anything. If it means something to you, you can build it. It can even be disposable. You can build something and then never use it again. It's absolutely fantastic what is possible once you have the keys, as it were, to be able to leverage vibe coding. It includes prompt engineering, AI agents, LLMs, using different types of system, all the kind of buzzwords that you've heard. We're wrapping it in another one, vibe coding, but in effect that means a non-software developer making the most of this technology. Founders and entrepreneurs should find this absolutely fascinating. So imagine if you are pitching for some investment, you rock up with your traditional slide deck, but what if you also had a working app as well? It's like, well, this is what we need, and it's going to look like this. And I just think it's going to completely leverage your ability to pitch for funding if you can have something that kind of even looks and functions pretty well from the get-go, something you've done yourself. And honestly, it is absolutely possible to do that. If you're an experienced software developer, you have such an advantage in this space, because I get stuck, the AI goes off on its own thing, and you'll be able to spot that when I don't. And so if you want to join us, it would be an absolute pleasure to have your experience here. You might be frustrated with the bureaucracy, with having to always justify a business case for every kind of little idea that you may have that would genuinely improve the situation, but you really can't justify someone else's time to get it done. This is a way for you to rapidly make progress on all those little ideas that you've had yourself. And anyone really who suspects that AI could really help them, but you're not quite sure how it works. There's a whole load of snake oil salesmen out there who says, oh, it's going to do everything, it's going to change the world. That's quite worrying. And I'm very happy to have those kind of discussions in this community. I think it's a big part of what we're doing, and should be very, very aware of that. But it doesn't do everything. It does have some drawbacks, and that is also worth learning as well. So that's what we'll be sharing. Vibe coding is not about you becoming a software engineer. Yeah, it's about taking creative control, one small useful app at a time, getting the reps in, just building this AI into your daily workflow, and making sure, as I say, you're on the right side of that AI first wave that's already here. So join us. It will be great to have you hear your contributions, and get to know you. Bye for now.